Hi there, Buggy here.
And Chris.
My wonderful husband. And we're here today to answer your questions for us. So Chris is going to read off the questions and then we're going to answer them. Go for it, babe.
Okay, first up, submitted by Waylienz, is how did we meet and how long have we been emos?
This is an excellent question. We first met when we were he's 5 years older than I am, so I was like 4 or 5, and he was 9 or 10 years old.
Yep, see all these wrinkles?
I know, so old. So yeah, we met back then because his grandmother and my evil grandmother went to bingo together, so his parents would bring him over and we would play together. And I was an incredibly shy child, and Chris was probably the only human being on the face of the earth more shy than I am, so I just bullied the fuck out of him, which I still do, but in a cute, lovely, playful way that he enjoys, so it's okay. So yeah, eventually, as was the case with everyone who ever met my grandmother, they realized what a horrible person she was, and they stopped being friends. So Chris stopped being able to come over to my house because there was no reason for him to go there, really, since, I'm a little girl who was 5 years younger than him. We just weren't really close friends for that reason. So yeah, eventually, when I was 15, my dad passed away, and he got brought as emotional support for one of my old friends, and we realized we had a lot in common, and he was incredibly supportive for me on what was literally the hardest day of my life. So we became friends, and eventually we re-met again a year later because we lost touch because of some drama with the other friend. And yeah, we met over MySpace the third time because I popped up in his People You May Know bar, and then we started being friends and hanging out and playing Zelda all the time, and then we fell in love, and now we're married. There's a lot of stuff I skipped in between because I'm not trying to make a 10-year long video. So yeah, the next part of the question was, how long have you two been emo? So Chris, how long have you been emo?
Never.
I know. I don't know how the fuck we're together. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, he's not emo.
I've actually never really clung to any name or anything like that. Like, a lot of people called me goth when I was a teenager because
he looked like one.
I had the turquoise blue hair and, the fishnets and the drip pants. But they always seemed to gloss over the ratty, sweater that, was clearly, hand knitted and,
Well, dude, you were poor. I mean, I'm shocked you had drip pants in the first place. I came from a pretty decent family and I couldn't afford many.
I had one pair and I wore those, 4 out of 5 days a week to school.
I'm wearing your drip pants right now, actually. And my temp shirt and some troop shorts, which don't match at all. So yeah, he's not emo, and my catchphrase is literally emo from the womb to the tomb, motherfucker, because I've pretty much always been emo. I've always liked dark things, but I don't want to make emo off as if it's all just depression and suicide and all that, because it's not. Emo is whatever you make of it, as long as you like dark stuff, and it is a music style. You gotta kind of like the same music. But yeah, I've always been into that. But when I first started to be a stereotypical emo, I guess it was like 6th grade, I got into the subculture and I got into My Chemical Romance. So it's been a decade or so. Actually, it's been 11 years since I really got into it. So that's what's up with that. And the phone's going off. So
I will be right back.
yeah, Chris will be back.
Hang on.
And until then, I'll talk to you. Hi, guys. I hope everyone's having a good day out there. I'm sorry that this video is getting interrupted, but we had to borrow his mother's phone and she got a phone call, so Chris has to take care of that. But yeah, emo has always been a part of my life, even when I didn't recognize it as such, because you'd think I'd know this with how much I talk about emo and how much I say, I'm the supreme. Well, I didn't say that. Someone else claimed me as the supreme emo, and I wear that crown with honor. But yeah, for as much as I talk about it, I don't actually know when it became a subculture. Yeah, goth has been around for a long time, and I'm one of those people that I think it's stupid for, goths and punks and scene kids and emo kids and all what have you are fighting in, like, a dark clique war for who's the best. Fuck it, we're all dark, we're all fucking weird, and we all like very similar shit. Just be dark together. Enough people pick on us, we don't need to pick on each other. But yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly when each of those subcultures started. I mean, I'm pretty sure punk started in the 70s. But yeah, I don't know when emo itself started. And I guess I'm just kind of rambling now, waiting for Chris to get back. But that should be soon. So, oh, here he is! Yay! Okay, good. So Chris is back and we can get on with this video since we're at the 5-minute mark and we've only answered 2 fucking questions. What's the next one, babe?
Okay, nope. Stop. Nope.
We're looking at questions on the other laptop, which is the old one, and it's a piece of shit, and it's lagging out, so this is going to be a 2-part video. We're going to do this one until it runs till 10 minutes, since I have a feeling we're not going to be done at that point, and then we'll upload part 2. And I'm very sorry about this, but we already recorded this once today, and it turned a 10-minute video of us talking into 41 minutes of really slow, choppy video and nothing but fart sound audio. So we're not recording this a 3rd time and starting again. We're just going to put it in 2 parts.
What band do you like that the other does not?
The fucking Ink Spots, and we figured this out when I recorded it the first time, and that's the band that did that from Fallout 3, the intro, I don't want to set the world on fire, but I want to set that record on fire because I never fucking hear the end of that song, and it's nothing against it. It's a good song. It's just like you can hear your favorite song in the world, and if you hear it non-stop all the time, you're gonna get fucking sick of it most likely, and that's what he did.
I play too much Fallout.
He does. But I mean, he puts up with me never shutting up about my chem, so it's, you know, I have no room to complain. What about you?
Hanson.
That
song in particular. Next question.
It's my happy song. I love it. Okay.
What was the first thing that attracted you to him and vice versa?
Get up in that camera. Get up in it. Get up in it. Look at those eyes. Look at them. They're so pretty. This camera can't even do them justice. They're like blue, green, silver, gray. It's gorgeous. But that was the physical feature that attracted me to him most. And I mean, it was at a funeral, and my friend put eyeliner on him, and I'm a sucker for anyone in eyeliner, man, woman, or other. Don't fucking care. It's hot. So, yeah, that was the physical feature that attracted me to him first, and the emotional, like, personality feature was the fact that he was wicked into Zelda, and so was I, and that's how we became friends. We spent, like, a year just sitting around playing Zelda games together at my house. You?
Well, let's see, aside from that adorable face.
Look at my face.
Memes and Zelda.
Memes and Zelda. And this was back in, like, 2008, so these are fine vintage memes. Pretend I'm holding a wine glass here. Full of memes. So, yeah, we had those old shitty memes, and we were really uneducated. Not to say that we're perfectly educated now, you're always learning. But, yeah, there's a lot of things that we'd be embarrassed to have associated with now. Okay, so, yeah, next question.
Next question is there a show that you used to watch as a kid that you would love to see come back?
Megas XLR. And you're either going to know what it is and love it and be part of the cult following like I am, or you're going to ask, what the fuck is that show? What are you talking about? Megas Sex Sells Hard? What? It's a show about 2 dudes from Jersey who get a giant robot that accidentally got sent back in time by humans trying to win a galactic war against aliens, and the badass lady who accidentally sent it back in time goes back to get it. And the fucking Jersey dudes just modded it so hard and broke everything, so it's all about them trying to get it back to the future and saving the world while they're at it. And the guys are, like, sexist, but it's because they're stupid. It's not because they're, you know, hateful, and every time they do something sexist, it's never rewarded, and Kiva always puts their shit in line. I just love it, and Jamie is my trash son. I can't excuse anything about him, but I love him. So yeah, I really hope they bring back another season like they've been trying to for like a decade. Your turn.
Well, from my childhood, there's nothing I'd really want to be brought back. I'd like it to stay in my childhood where nostalgia would, you know, just keep it nice and enjoyable.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick a show to be brought back, Firefly.
Michael Bay, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Right?
Yeah, they ruined it.
Wow, what an unpopular opinion. I'm sure we'll get flamed to hell for that one. Alright.
But, yeah, Firefly. I'm a sucker for sci-fi and fantasy, and they did a really good job, you know, bringing, you know, their flavor to, you know, that.
Yeah. Alright, we're almost at 10 minutes, and we only have one question left, so let's just fucking go for it.
Yeah, we still got till the 15-minute mark. What's the strangest thing either of you have ever eaten?
a bag of dicks and pussy. I made that joke last time and it's still funny to me. But no, I decided that my answer was probably like, when I was a kid I used to eat grass and leaves and thistle with my friends, which is unable to be digested, so glad I stopped doing that. Oh, I like the taste of hand soaps, like certain soaps like Irish Spring and Dove, but I won't eat them because that's, again, toxic and will kill you, but I like the way it tastes, and I used to lick it. But I think the weirdest conventional food item I've ever eaten was, there was this Chinese buffet in the city where my dad lived, and it was really good and all the food was amazing, and I wanted to try sushi even though I don't like seafood. And they were not known for their sushi. Their sushi was kept under a heat lamp and there was no fish in it. So that should have been red flag number one not to try it, but I did and it was fucking awful. But everything else there is great. So yeah.
For me, I when I was a teenager, I used to eat weird shit to get paid money because I was poor. I came up in poverty.
And rich kids would make him dance for their amusement. It's fucked up.
More or less, but hey, they were handing me money and it was for stupid things like, applesauce and chocolate milk or green beans mixed into coleslaw or just stupid things, and I made like $100 in a week eating stupid shit at lunch on top of my lunch.
It's like, buy me lunch and I'll eat your gross shit. I have the hiccups now. So I guess that's a sign to wrap up this video. Thank you everyone who asked, and thank you everyone who supports Chris and or I on either of our blogs. There's going to be a link in the description to those if you want to check us out, if somehow you're finding us on YouTube, and I don't know why you would watch this, but okay. I hope everyone has a great day out there, and we both love you very much. Bye!
Bye.